Right, here we go. This eating with Sasquatch. I am the Sasquatch. Scotch bonnets from my buddy Peter Muad'Dib. Wow, we already got somebody in here like instantly. Somebody was like on it, ready. Wonder who that is. Um, Very cool. Let me see if I can see the comments and stuff here. Live messages are visible. There we go. Okay, hopefully I got that set up. Right on, right on. Let me double check. Yep, okay. There we go. Hello, Heat 101, right on. Dark and Bella, good to see you guys. Sorry about the. I swear this camera. It makes it feel like my camera's bouncing when it does that. Yeah, you guys, do me a favor. Wow, we got 7 viewers already. Awesome, guys. Do me a favor and take a minute and maybe share this off to your favorite social media, whether it be, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, I don't know if you can share this to Instagram, but yeah, do me a favor and do that. If this is your first time joining me, do me a favor. When the video's over, or if you can do it now, go and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, the notification bell. It'll let you know when I either upload a video or I go live like this. Definitely appreciate it. 9 live viewers, man, that's awesome. Thank you guys. Um, so this right here, and I know this seems like just a Scotch bonnet. People are thinking, oh, habanero heat, yada yada. No, these are not your average Scotch bonnets. Anyways, I mean, I guess in a way you could say they're kind of your average Scotch bonnets because of their origins. They actually these this particular strain does originate from Jamaica, where the Scotch bonnet originated. Um, and from what I'm being told, and I didn't know this, I thought Scotch bonnets were actually just another version of habaneros, and I guess they're not quite. I think they, if I remember correctly, they may be in the same family. Hey, what's going on, Dean? Thank you for joining all the way across the pond, dude. Love you, brother. Pete, what's going on? Brittany, howdy, howdy. Well, I should say Brittany and Mike, because it could be either one of you guys, or both of you. So definitely glad to see you guys here. Um, Man, these are some really crisp peppers. I honestly, I've had Scotch bonnets in the past, and I actually one of my favorite flavors of peppers actually. So I'm very curious about how these are going to taste. These are definitely they just strike me as totally different from any Scotch bonnets I've ever had. They're so dense. Normally, I feel like a Scotch bonnet has been a thin-walled pepper that ever of any of them that I've ever touched. So uh, I will say this: Peter Muad'Dib had grown the Wartrix out that I did yesterday, and the last year when I did the Wartrix, it was a 5 in heat for me, if I remember correctly. I can't remember where I did the video. I wish I could find it. I would post it. Um, but I might have done it on a friend's thing with a split screen or something. But I remember it being a 5 in heat for me. Well, his I did, and it was a 7 in heat for me. So I'm actually kind of nervous that this might be like close to ghost pepper heat. I mean, it's not gonna hurt me, but I mean, I'm kind of nervous that it's gonna be a lot hotter than any Scotch bonnet I've ever had. So, um, wow, we're up to 11 guys. I really appreciate that. I mean, live viewers in this is kind of hard to do. Are you going to be working with Main Event Pong, Justin? I definitely am friends with Nuff, and he and I don't know exactly where he's at as far as relation to me in the United States, but it's something that I would be glad to do a collab video with him at some point if we can pull that off. He's a crazy crazy guy, and just crazy enough to do some videos with me and eat like a squatch too. So who knows, man? That would actually be really awesome. Um, I would say we'd probably have to do it on his channel because he is prone to cursing, and I don't generally do much cursing on my stuff. It's just, and it's nothing against him, to each their own. I just like to keep my show kid friendly. So, I mean, it'd be one of those things I'd have to talk to him and see what he says. But so with this Scotch bonnet right here, I want to show you this. Now this to me is like the perfect phenotype. There's a possibility Main Event Pong would do the video, but not for sure. Yeah. Cut one of the pods so we can see. Oh, I'm actually getting ready to do that right now. What's up, DB? So yeah, this is to me is kind of the phenotype, obviously. And when I say phenotype, I mean kind of what you, kind of the standard shape of what you see. But you can see this one right here. It's not as pronounced on the phenotype, and then this one even a little more so. It's a little different, but it's still kind of got that shape, kind of similar to a habanero, but it kind of has usually this extra little nub on the bottom, kind of that hood with the little nub on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and cut this one open. I'm gonna do the one that's the in my opinion the best phenotype here to kind of show. And man, you can just I really wish you guys could hear this really well, but it's the sound when it slices. Ooh, that has a really sweet smell right off the bat. Really sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Sorry guys, I wish I would have got my camera set up to where I could cut this. There we go. I wanted to cut it on screen for you to see. So, oh, there's actually some decent placenta in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, it's gonna focus on my face, of course. So, anyways, I mean, beautiful yellow color. I mean, look at the vibrant yellow in this. Um, ooh, there's some nice oils visible in there. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's so hard to get stuff to focus. Nice pods for July. Yeah, I know, really, right, Charlie? I mean, these are beautiful pods for early July. I mean, gosh, they're actually pretty darn big too. I mean, I got huge hands, guys, huge hands, and three of these fills up my entire hand. So, all right, here, um, nothing left to do but to do it now. So, first Scotch bonnet down the hole. Three, two, one. Mm, wow, so juicy, so sweet. Mm. A lot of seeds. That's a little uncomfortable. Lots of chewing to get that down. Wow. Wow. There's actually some decent heat tried to roll in there. I think we're already at about a three, which is good for a habanero. Habanero, or I mean habanero, Scotch bonnet, because they're usually about habanero heat, and a habanero for me is about a three. So if it's gonna rise, if it's gonna rise at all, which I think it will, we might be looking at least a four, maybe even a five. I'm gonna wipe my mouth a little bit. Um, super sweet. Very, and I know this sounds funny, very juicy. Um, very fruit like. There's a citrusy note in there too. Um, the back end has a tiny bit of bitterness, which is weird because I'm not used to that with the Scotch bonnet. I'm not used to having the kind of the bitter finish on that. It's not bad. Um, huh? That is, I'm telling you, when you first eat that pepper, it is a delicious flavor. I mean, it comes in and it's just so sweet. It's got my mouth salivating right now. It's just so sweet. Nice tongue burn. Got that traditional kind of Scotch bonnet tongue burn. This would make a fantastic sauce. Oh my gosh. The cool thing about Scotch bonnets, they are, and I'm trying to let the heat build to make sure where we're going to be at with the heat, um, which is still coming up, which is great. Um, the cool thing about Scotch bonnets though is they're just sweet enough that they can work in a savory or a sweet sauce. So they are a very versatile pepper. Um, and they taste a heck of a lot better than a habanero, and they're right around that same heat level. Um, so I'd say we're at a good four right now. The tongue burn is intense, like it's all around the very front of the tongue and the kind of the sides and a little underneath the tongue, which is weird. I'm not used to that either with the Scotch burn. I'm not used to that much under the tongue burn. But yeah, we're definitely at a four. It's nothing unbearable. I actually got a little warm belly. It's kind of crazy. So, all right, we're gonna get into another one. Um, the only put off that I can tell you so far about this is There's quite a few seeds in here, and actually, I think, you guys can ding me if you want on this. I'm gonna cut some of these seeds out this time. Um, I didn't really enjoy the amount of seeds that were in there. I mean, for the grower side of things, that's great, but for eating them, that's just a lot of seeds in there. So I'm gonna cut the seeds out of this one before I eat it. It's just not pleasurable for me. I'm not one of those people that really enjoys eating seeds. There are people out there that actually like to eat the seeds. And honestly, the heat's not in the seeds, guys. It's in the placenta around the seeds and the oils. The oils are really what it is. So by cutting the seeds out, I'm not cutting the heat per se. I mean, sure, there's some heat in there, but yeah, they're totally a lot thicker than the video shows. Those pods are each over 10 grams. Yeah, and that's the thing. Pete's right there. They are definitely they are thick walled. I've never seen anything in a Scotch bonnet family that's this thick walled. I mean, you could tell by how long it took me to chew them up. They're the best way I can put it. They're a meaty pepper. They're oh, that saliva's still going really good too. I do think we finished at about a 4 in heat. It's a high 4. I mean, it's a. I don't know if I could rate it on a Scoville scale. I would say it's probably. I don't know. It's definitely higher. It's definitely higher than the traditional 350 to 500,000 that you normally find in like a habanero or a Scotch bonnet. And I know I keep referring to habaneros, but that's just kind of the heat level that they generally land in for me. I would say this is probably in that 6, 7, 8, maybe even 800,000 Scoville range. So the camera took off 10 pounds. They are chewy. They're the seeds are a little. They were a little prevalent in there, so I went ahead and cut some of them out. They're just, it's too much. So I'll give you guys a view of them. There is plenty of pepper there, trust me. Cutting those little bit of seeds out, it didn't do much to the amount of pepper in there. So 3, 2, 1. It's so interesting. It has such a sweet, fruity profile on the front end. It's kind of got, there's a hint of like a, and this is gonna sound funny or maybe bad, but if you've ever eaten a raw bell pepper, like a sweet one, like the yellow or the orange, it's kind of got a sweetness like that, um, real fruity, and just oh my god, it's delicious. It really is. Um, it honestly, and this is gonna sound odd too. It almost has. It's so juicy. It actually has kind of a cooling effect when it comes into the mouth, and you're chewing on it. And then as soon as you go to swallow, the heat's like, there I am. So, um, yeah, yeah, very very juicy. Yes, this is the new hat. This is so I got ones that have the logo up here. I got ones that have the logo up here. Um, we're just playing around with stuff. I'm gonna make stop focusing camera. I'm gonna make a couple different styles. I know that everybody kind of varies in what they like as far as hats go. So man, I almost don't want to eat this last one right now. Um, these are really good. Like seriously. You know what? And I hope nobody minds. I honestly, I think I'm gonna save that one because I would like to like put that on some food, like fresh chopped Scotch bonnet on some food. Um, it's not terribly hot. Um, I'm gonna do some other peppers that are considerably hotter. This is just one that he sent me, and he knows I like Scotch bonnets, so he sent me one with the idea that hey, I'm pretty sure he figured I would enjoy this, which I do. So very cool. People often get these confused with habaneros. These are not habaneros. Habaneros are very, very thin walled, and they just have this. And I'm sorry if it offends you. To me, nasty flavor. Um, I just don't care for. Now that being said, there's plenty of people out there that love habaneros, and I get that. We all have different taste buds. Some people like mayonnaise. I absolutely despise mayonnaise. So it's one of those things. We all have different tastes. They're to each their own. I really enjoy this though. Some people don't like fruity peppers. Some people like really floral peppers. I don't feel like this is floral at all. Um, Very juicy. Gets me salivating. Hey, what's up, chili dog? Don't hate on the Hobbs. No, I'm not. I'm not hating on the Hobbs. I shouldn't. I shouldn't say bad things about the Hobbs. I really shouldn't. Honestly, habaneros, they have their place, man. I love habaneros in sauces most of the time. They do a wonderful burn. It's kind of like this burn right here that I'm having. It's kind of like on the tongue, and they come in quick. The heat comes in quick. It's really it's a pleasurable burn. The habaneros do. It's the same thing as the Scotch bonnets. They have this nice pleasurable burn for somebody that's maybe not a huge chili head. You know, they're a great pepper for like that mid range chili head, I guess you could say. Um, so yeah, man, there is so much oil. I don't know if I can get that to show up on here, but there is so much oil on this thing. Oh, there it is. You see that big old drop of oil that's like right down here? Look, it's trying to drip off of the knife. So much oil on there. These were juicy peppers. Again, only about a 4 in heat for me. I mean, it was a strong 4 though. I'm telling you. Ghost pepper, I'm still drooling. Ghost pepper is about a 5 in heat for me. These are just under that. I would say if I'm trying to rank it as a Scoville rating, and it's really hard to do. I'm no scientist or anything like that. I would say yeah, Pete's peppers are the bomb. Um, I'm trying to rank it at that. I would say it's probably in that 700,000, maybe 800,000 Scoville range. I mean, really, it's tangy. It's got an intense tongue burn. It's giving me a little bit of the warm belly. Um, it's pleasurable. I think I'm gonna save this one though and use it on some food. It's so good. I need it on some food. Um, but yeah, guys. So uh, I got plans. I'm gonna try to possibly do something on Facebook or YouTube. We haven't quite decided with Heat 101. Definitely go check them out and subscribe to them. I'm gonna go try to do something with them in the next day or so, probably Monday night, hopefully. We're gonna do some Naga bonds, which it's a cross between the Naga pepper and the Scotch bonnet pepper, so it's a Naga bond. Um, Definitely gonna try to get into some of that kind of stuff here too. Some collaboration videos. Soon, I got some stuff coming up with Johnny Scoville. We did a collaboration at the Chicago Hot Sauce Expo, so he'll probably be airing that pretty soon, and we're gonna have fun. So, pod season is upon us. I'll still be doing some occasional hot sauce reviews and stuff, but I'm telling you guys, peppers, that's me. You know, if you're watching this and you're a pepper grower, throw some peppers my way. You want to see me suffer? If you think you can hurt me, because I mean, Peter hurt me yesterday. He did. The bon is the bomb. Yeah, man, these Scotch bonnets seriously, these are delicious. Like, I love Scotch bonnets